Good morning, I hope you're all keeping well. For this week, you're going to explore your design ideas in a creative way. So you will be working practically, hopefully. I know it's tricky at home, so hang on to any cardboard that you have, dig out some scissors, a ruler, a pencil, and hopefully it can be some fun that you'll actually get to do something a bit more practical but at home. Okay, so as I've said, please dig out these things. Pause this if you need to. I did mention at the start of this lighting project you will need to hang on to any kind of card. If you haven't got card, see if you've got any old newspapers, old magazines you can use, even kitchen paper, old wrapping paper, anything at all that you can recycle. It's really just about exploring shapes because lights don't have to be boring old standard shapes, okay? They can be a whole range, and I'll talk about that in a minute, okay? You'll also need a pair of scissors, or if you do happen to have some art and craft stuff, you might happen to have a craft knife to cut with. Make sure you're using a board and being careful with your furniture at home. You'll obviously need a ruler, very important to get accurate measurements and neat lines, and obviously a pencil. So by the end of this session you will hopefully have explored ideas through using 3D modelling. And this can also be done using Onshape, okay? So it would be great to see that you have tried out some actual 3D modelling using paper and card, but also how to go at Onshape with your different ideas. And remember, you can save your Onshape designs, you can send them to me, and you can obviously print screen. So Control and Print Screen would allow me to see the different changes and experiments that you've tried out. All of you will hopefully be able to create at least one idea if you're aiming for a grade 2, 3 or 4. Most of you aiming for a sort of 5 or 6 will hopefully be able to explore at least 2 different light designs, and some of you that are aiming for grade 7, 8 and 9 will be able to explore, test and evaluate, so you will say what's good and bad, about a range, and a range to me, a wide range in particular, is going to be at least 4 to 5 ideas, and they obviously are of your lights. Here is the assessment criteria for how you would be assessed in your NEA. Because again, just like you're doing in your lighting project, modelling is a really big part of the assessment. You can get up to 20 marks by doing this in your real project, okay? The one that you're going to be doing in June next year. Okay, so it's really important we get to grips with how and why we use modelling. Modelling is basically just practicing, it's trying things out. Very often we can't just sketch, very often we need to actually see if something will work and what the size will be. If you've got lots of card, you could make your light to scale. You might be trying to make your light quite small, you might be trying to make it quite big, but you can always recycle old cards to make another model. Photograph each model as you go, so that way you're not, you're able to show me that you've tried out a range, okay? But it's really important that we use modelling to test ideas and keep thinking about what we're required, who is the light for? Is it doing what it's required? Does the shape work? Is it strong enough? Those kinds of things. Here you can see some exemplar GCSE work. This is actually also from the lighting project that I've shown you bits from previously. So this person has used paper and card and a bit of sellotape. It's nothing that you guys couldn't do if you were in school. I know this is trickier at home. Just do the best you can. If you've got some old blue tack or a little bit of sellotape, it's just about holding things in place whilst you get an idea of the shape, as you can see. So you could, if you wanted to make your life easier, you could make your model using a sort of net like you've done in maths, and I've found you some basic shapes here to draw out. You will need to use a ruler, you will need to use obviously a pencil in case you go wrong, and then once you've drawn the net to create the shapes that are here on the left in the colour, you can obviously attach them once they've been cut out. But do photograph them and then do evaluate them. Are they good? Are they suitable? Will they work? Are they helpful? They're the things to be thinking about. This is another way you can try different creative ideas out. Again, it depends on what your client has asked for. So at some point, if you copy and paste this link, I will also attach this PowerPoint to your Show My Homework. This will give you a quick creative idea as to how to explore using card. And having hopefully created lots of models now, you will be able to think about what you like about them, Will it suit your client? If your client is someone that you live with, do ask them, do show them the models that you've made. What could be improved? Think about, giving reasons for each thing that you think would make it better. It might be the materials that you have at home are not strong enough, but again, just do the best you can, improvise and what have you. If you've got old Lego sets, there's no reason you can't model an idea out of that. If you've got any other kind of modeling kits that are still around, if you've got siblings, younger siblings with things that you can use that. It doesn't have to be just the card. But yeah, these are questions to ask yourself and to help you evaluate your models, which will also help increase your grade. Okay, please do take photos so that I can see what you've been doing, and there will be some questions on modelling in the next assessment, which is 2 weeks time. So it's like the penultimate week, you'll get given another assessment. Thank you, take care.